everyone. Welcome back. It's been a hot second. I last played this game last Friday. And due to some appointments and some events, I was unable to stream it Wednesday. So it's been a whole week. A whole week since I last played this game. And I have been percolating that whole time. I've been formulating my ideas. I've been thinking about my theories, my inklings. We made a lot of progress last time. And I think it's going to pay off. I have a tentative answer for one of the Rebus puzzles that we couldn't solve last time, the crate and the bar graph. I think it might be crate and rate, as in the rate of change that might be measured by a graph, which would make that letter C. If it is C, then there are 3 tiles I do not have an answer for. One of which is the antechamber, which I believe, if my theory is holding, does not have a rebus. Take our allowance. We have 4 gems, and the foundation stays put. So, let's explore the lower ranks a bit. We do have a package in the mailroom. Well, yeah, let's start with a package. I like package. Hello. Oh, lockpick kit is so good here. And a compass. Thank you. Look at that. Yeah. Lockpick kit is so good to start with. Oh, there's another stamp. If I had the magnifying glass, I could get it in my collection. Okay. Just trying to see if there's anything I missed here, because I've only actually drafted this room a couple times. So I don't know if there's any places where extra items could appear. Right, this is pray and pry. This is the Lord Epson. There's nothing interactable here. I'm just trying to get a sense for the statues, because I know that the it's not the Great Hall. It's the Statue Hall. I forget what the name of the room is. I guess I can look it up. I have a... There we go. Hallways. The foyer has bust statues of the St. Clair family. I think that's going to be important because we have March of the Count is a clue. And we definitely know that dates are important. So I figure March being the month, and then the Count should have a day associated with him. All right. Reading Nook is good. I think we Reading Nook. We get a key, and we can draft library. Don't see anything else. Library is good. Den is always good, and it gets us a gem. But I think I ordered a book. Oh, an apple. Oh no, I get to order a book. So it is day 16. If I order a book today, then next time I come in here, so day 16 equals, just so I can get a better grasp on the date. We've done the Side Stairs Guide to Reddington. I think the only ones we're missing are History of Arindia and Swimbird. don't think we've done the fixed stars. Let's do Swinburne, because Marion Marigold is clearly very important. That's our character's mother. So we're checking it out. We should get access to it tomorrow. Let me check upstairs real quick, just to make sure there's no secret bonus items. I don't think there's any, like, bookshelf puzzles. Up here. At least none that I noticed. Usually there is a cogwheel or a puzzle puzzle piece. I love the billiard room. I'm just really good at billiard room. Most time spent in library. I haven't made any contraptions still. Oh, that's right. I get to keep items from the previous day. What do I have? The moon pendant, which is what lets me keep an item, and running shoes. So we did lose the master key, unfortunately. But we have the lockpick kit, so it's not quite as good as the master key, but it's something. All right, let's see if we can't get the lower ranks filled out a bit more. Let's get the study. I think we get the aquarium. I'll spend a gem for the aquarium. But that's right, we start with 4 gems. I also want to drain the aquarium. We haven't gotten to see that yet. There's a dig spot in here. Because one of the options is draining the aquarium, and I don't know why you would do that. We could get gems from the parlor. We could get some cash and some fruit from the pantry. Let's get some cash. Pantry's always good. Grab my apple. And then, yeah, we'll go north. Bedroom is good. Yeah, let's bedroom. Right, this is the bedroom with Reddington. So I don't see any objects of interest. We could spend for Courtyard. Let's get a gem in the den. I love the den. It's always useful. Oh, we have a trunk. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna wait to unlock that. We can't enter the foundation from this side. Observatory is good. Basically free because of the den. We have 8 stars. Oh, free key. I'll take that. I don't see any other objects. Lockpick. Courtyard seems like a good play. It'll get us connected. Let us re-access the lower ranks as well. Doesn't give us any items, though, unfortunately. I was hoping we might get a shovel. Oh, we do get a sledgehammer, actually. Which gives us that trunk for free, which was in the den. So we can grab that real quick. Thank you. We'll gladly take 3 more gems. Back to the courtyard. Now this, I don't know how to manipulate yet. Curious. Parlor is good. Darkroom's bad. Kitchen's bad. I think we parlor. Play the parlor game. Oh. Ah. Regrettable. Don't get the magnifying glass today. This box and the blue box are both false. The gems are in the black box, which means this has to be true. This statement's of no help at all. That's possible. Wait. This can't be true. Because then it would be false. So if this is false, then the blue box has to be true. The gems are in here. And then it doesn't matter. Okay. That works. Alright. Yeah, no hidden items over here. Okay. The rumpus room. Hallway with a key is nice. But rumpus room gets us a cutscene. So I think we opt for rumpus room. See if we got any other items before we invoke the power of the great Alzara. I don't see any other ones, so I think we do. Hello, the great Alzara.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Hi.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Yes, please.
Yes. The fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway. Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open.
That is true. I didn't open that gate.
A missing item you did not take.
A missing item, you say?
I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the
Being
great Alzara
observed.
until the dawn of the following day.
Interesting.
More to say.
There was an item in the entry hall that we didn't take. It's a missing item. Okay, we do have access to the upper ranks through the foundation, so we don't need to go north. I think we play the patio here, because that gets us gems in aquarium and courtyard, as well as being a green room and a free gem, so it pays for itself. This, okay, I can't interact with any of this, looks like. Do we have any dig spots? We have a dig spot. Good to make note of. Oh, and we do have the metal detector as well, which is good. One of my keys. Veranda. I think we've only drafted once. but that blocks off. No, we have entrance hall, so we could access that. What's the soil quality of this rank? This is barren. Is that the only barren? It is the only barren. Let's do that, because I don't know if I've explicitly drafted a green room in a barren. But security's useful, and it gives me a faster track back this way. I think we security. As much as I want to put the veranda here just to see what happens. All right, let's get this online. We can set it to unlocked. And then let's see. This, we've read that before. Just couldn't remember if I'd ever looked at it in detail. Let's draft this. Billiard room will get us some treasure. Guest bedroom could be tight. Just for the extra energy. It looks like I don't see any items here. Oh, security key card. Instantly, we're going to go ahead and set security to high. Because that will get us access to a bunch more stuff. Keycard system settings, security level high. And then I do want to return to the security menu and view the estate inventory. There are 2 gems, presumably scattered in our courtyard and aquarium. All right. I think we spare room just so that we can connect to the entrance hall again. This hall doesn't mean anything. Except 3 coin. And then we can chapel just to have a path back to the entrance hall, but we don't need to go in the chapel. That way we don't spend a gem on courtyard. We just get this linked up. I don't see anything on the altar that would be worth grabbing. That's just to link us back up. Back through the parlor. Into the courtyard. We should be able to get a gem. Thank you. Into the foundation. Drawing room, storeroom, hallway, closet. I don't really like any of these, but drawing room's probably the best. Let's see what we can get north first. Before we spend energy going in there. And the ones I need are the top middle 2, including the antechamber, and the one to the right of the antechamber for my rebus. Hallway is good here. And then what we do is we go through drawing room. Because it'll give us better odds of drafting something good. But my main thing is when we're drafting the 2 rooms that we need aside from the antechamber for the Rebus puzzle, we need to make sure that we draft rooms that definitely have rebuses in them, because Courtyard doesn't. Garage blocks off 2. That gives us 3 keys. I think we West Wing Hall. Look for items. No items. But back to the lower ranks. Hall Closet gives us 3 items, which is good. I think we do that. We sacrifice the 1. I'll take Coin Purse. I will take Key. And I will take Sleep Mask. So now we have bedroom synergy. Yeah, and that's the 3 items. That's good. Open this lockpick kit. Excellent. We have the walk-in closet, which might be the play, honestly. The billiard room and the storeroom. I think we walk-in closets. Get some cash. Get the lucky rabbit's foot. 2 gems. Now, does the cash count as an item? Seems like it might. I don't see anything else in here. Yeah, so I think it's some coins, 2 gems, and a rabbit's foot are my items. There's the Lady Epson. I don't think there's a puzzle in here, as far as I can tell, or a safe. So we can go through the drawing room. We will draw north. We can't pick it, so we will use the key. Gymnasium sucks. Boudoir counts as a bedroom and has a safe that I need to try. We could redraw. I think we boudoir. So we get energy for it being a bedroom. We get our ivory dice. And then... Alright. I have a couple theories. First, we're just going to try Christmas Day. I cannot believe that that was the password. Cool. Well, the password to the... Let me just write down. I'll make a list of safes now. So, boudoir safe 1225. And I figured that it would be Politichu. Thank you for the raid. My goodness. Welcome in, everybody. We're playing Blueprints. I am 0 spoilered on this game. Welcome, Choo Choo Raid. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm Nona. I'm a slime girl alien VTuber, and I love to play puzzle games and Final Fantasy. So we're doing Blueprints. I've got my theories, my notes and inklings. I have so many sheets of paper around me. And we've just unlocked our first safe. So welcome in. Thank you so much. I hope you had a good stream. Let me give you a shout out. There we go. Thank you so much for the follow, Chris. So we've opened our first safe, the boudoir safe, and I figured that it would be, because I thought originally when I was trying combinations, I was trying the British date entry, because I know this game is set in Europe. But I just remembered that I have this also written down, the orchard was locked behind a gate, And the date there was 11/28, specifically written in the sort of American date style. So I think we are going to be doing. Oh, this is the fourth. That's right, because we knew from the Great Alzara's second revelation that there are 7 of 8 red envelopes. There are 8 red envelopes, and one of them we're never going to get to read, allegedly. So this is number 4. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you've chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family, name, nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifice as she did. But for the love of God, do not by that same display of weakness clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies, and spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel. Okay, so this is from our father to our uncle, our grand uncle Herbert. Interesting, because Marion is Marion Marigold, who is the author, the children's book author, who is our character's mother. Interesting. Okay, so letter 4 uh, is from Daniel to Herbert about Daniel to Herbert about Marion. Interesting. Ooh, and we get a free gem. So good to know. This is a dead end, so we have to hook back up through the foundation into the hallway. What do we got? Yeah, no other items here. Yeah, back through the foundation. I still don't know how to make this elevator work. Maybe I have to put a different room behind this wall. Like if I put boiler back there, maybe I can power this. But this is because this is another entrance to the underground that I haven't been able to open yet. I'll take my free key. Oh, what else we got? Ah, point. I haven't forgotten there was one thing that called the flowers in the hallways. Like it put quotes around them, which makes me think that there's some sort of secret hidden in them. All right, so this is... We really need something with a lot of exits if we can. We have our ivory dice. Passageway is kind of ideal. I think we spend gems for passageway. Because it's really ideal. And it has boiler conduits. We have the key card, so we can open this for free. Regular door, regular door. Okay. So let's... Why is there a... Is that red letter because there's one in passageway? Or is it because I found one? I think maybe it's because I found one. Alright, we're gonna open to here. And I need something that has a rebus. Bunker room has a rebus. And will give me 10 energy back. Because of my sleep mask. Counts as 2 bedrooms. 2 keys. 2 coins. Okay. What's our rebus? We have the house and a hose. It's a U. Yes! This fits with my theory. My theory says that there should be a U here because I believe that this line is count. Because we have the crate and the chart, which I believe is crate and rate on the far left. So I have a tentative C there, and then O space NT, so count. I believe that the last room, the one to the right of the hi little guy. I always forget you're in here. I believe that the one to the right of the antechamber should be a W. If my theory holds. So we'll see. Let's now go through this door because I want to get access to some of the lower ranks. Pool. We could try and drain the aquarium. It wouldn't give us access to the lower ranks, though. We could redraw. I think we redraw. Lab wouldn't give us access to lower ranks. Billiard room wouldn't give us access to lower ranks. Lab is good, though. We have a lot of rooms we haven't drafted. I've never done the laundry room, I think. But that's a dead end. So we definitely don't want to do that. I'm going to spend my other die. I got to get a good one here. Dining room is good. Dining room gets us lower, and we can immediately have dinner. If it's good. Otherwise, we can hold off. Cool. Some free coins. I don't see anything else. Ooh, I think you need an aquarium for this one, so... Yes! This will give us 30. Incredible. That's a really, really good pull. Do we go... I think we go south first. And then we'll go north and finish our rebus. I can't pick it. Go south. Let's Courtyard. Where is... Well, we can smash this to start. Ooh, car keys. Thank you. I think we have a chance of drafting garage still, yeah. So that'll be useful. Where was... There's something over here. Oh, it's a key. Nice. That'll replace the one that I just used. I don't see anything else. So let's head further south. These ranks open. Storeroom, darkroom, commissary's okay. I mean, we need somewhere to spend our coin. We may as well. Magnifying glass. Shovel could definitely be good. I think we buy those two. We're okay on gems. We'll come back up to the courtyard, I assume. The gym isn't great. Office costs 2. Let's do the gym. We have a good bit of energy. We also haven't drafted the outside room. So I'm hoping I can get garage, maybe. Okay, I don't see any items. So we'll do this last room to the south, and then we'll head back north. Storeroom is good. It'll just get us some free stuff. Coin. I can dig here. With nothing. Yes, okay, it was just the standard stuff plus a take spot. Nothing else. Back up through here. Greenhouse had a page of the music puzzle, which is, I think it had page 5, which we do need the first word of. So let's do greenhouse. And do we have green rooms are free? No, we don't. We have spread and green rooms. This is also the south lever, which doesn't matter. That's literally a gem. Okay, maybe that's what they meant by the flowers. We can get the watering can. We can get some free gems. Trees. So find among the white trees is what we currently have. Because I'm correct in that this is sheets, yes. First words on the sheets, blank blank message. So find among the white trees is what we have so far. Are there more fake flowers with gems in them? A brick, cool. Because my thing is going off. My metal detector, worthless old shoe. Excellent. Oh, there it is. Think that's everything in here. Yeah. Alright, so we'll go. We do have to hook back through the gym again, unfortunately. And then up through the dining room. But we can water to get a free gem. We can dig. Get a turnip. Hell yes. I love turnip. All my homies love turnip. We get a key. Back up through the dining room. Now this is an important one. We can't pick it, so we use a key. We have to go courtyard, and that's fine. Because we can water again to get that gem back. And smash this open for a free silver key. And gem. And we get more dig spots. Another worthless shoe. And a turnip. Shout out turnip. Alright, now this I would like... We have the east... The east lever is in the Great Hall, which we haven't played yet. But if we can get this to work... But not courtyard. Conference room is good. And we know it has a rebus. So, again, my theory here is a W. For this room. We have wheat and heat. It's wheat and heat. It's a W. I knew it. I knew it. The rebus is complete. Because there's no rebus in the antechamber, and the antechamber is fixed, which means we can't place a rebus there. Which means it's a space. So it's actually, if we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. And we're counting small gates because do you know what small gate was cracked by a date? That's right, the gate to the apple orchard, which was opened with 1128. Yes! Okay, so that's another one of the safes. We have 2 safes cracked, one of them being a gate. These are all pens. I can't do anything there. We know that the safe code's not 9083 because that's a lie. Alright, we have a security door, which is free. We can do utility closet. We can do study. I have not drafted trophy room ever. We're doing that. It gives me 8 gems. It costs 5. Easy math. Oh, there's a globe. You can spin the globe. This has to mean something. Wait, there's a clock in the base. Does this change the time? Right, this is crate and create. A fireplace burning. Here's our trophy. The full house trophy, the one we have. There's my 8 gems. Okay, it looks like this is just a gem laundering room. Oh! Full house trophy. Explorer's trophy, bullseye trophy, solve 40 dartboard puzzles. Okay, we're almost there. 40 parlor games, we're almost there. Create all workshop contraptions. Win the drafting strategy sweepstakes. Unlock all 8 realm sigils. Solve the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. Reach room 46. Reach room 46 in dare mode. Reach room 46 in curse mode. Reach room 46 in 1 day. Reach room 46 in under an... Okay, these are like speedrun achievements. Buy out the entire showroom. Ace the classroom final exam. And complete the trophy case. I haven't even seen the classroom. Interesting. There's all sorts here. We can pick it. We could veranda. I like veranda. I think veranda is good. Or we could courtyard. I feel like veranda might have something interesting. I've only drafted this once. We can use our watering can to get a free gem. Get some pebbles. So we've definitely drafted veranda, but I don't remember finding anything interesting. Free key. Well, maybe veranda... Oh, wait, hold on. That looks like a thing. Unless it's nothing. And I think it might be nothing. That poor plant. Doesn't look particularly healthy. Alright. We can... Utility closet could be good. Well, I mean, it would basically just let us turn off gymnasium, which is not super... I mean, if we got darkroom, it would let us unfuck darkroom. We need Great Hall. I think we courtyard, because we know that it'll have a chest and a bunch of dig spots. So we just get some free stuff. Well, nothing there. How about here? Single coin. Alright, well that's not too bad. Back up through the trophy room. Alright, we do need the Great Hall. So we're gonna have to go back through passageway, and I'm hoping that we will be able to draft a garage. Hold on. We do want a room with many exits, so I think we use our silver key here. The rotunda could be good. I don't like the archives. I don't like the weight room. I think we rotunda. We got exits for days. Okay, so I'm gonna go through this door first. To hopefully draft a garage so that we can go outside, get our outdoor room, because I still haven't drafted that. And if we need to, I actually wouldn't be able to do the garage without without the breaker box either, because I would need to power on the garage. I forgot that that's a thing. Uh, we for a yard. Because again, we know that it has the chest. Are all of these dig spots the same in every courtyard? I don't think so. I think they've been different. Lots of money. It's not super helpful. We also have the Blessing of the Gardener, which I forget what that does. Oh, it adds 8 courtyards to our draft pool. That's why I have so many. Alright. Corridor, dark room. Laboratory's good. So we can do another experiment. And if we can get the boiler room, we could turn this on. So let's do an experiment. We could get stars. Each time you find some trash while digging would probably be quite frequently. Security doors, we have the key for. So let's do security doors, get a star. This would have been nicer early on, but just because I want to get a bunch of stars. Yes, yeah, so this is crate and rate. We need the boiler room to do that. And then I need Courtyard if I want access to anything else. Get a star. Let me do my digging. Well, we would have gotten a star if we'd done the other one too. Key to the secret garden. I still don't know where that goes, but we do have it. Darkroom's the only one that gets us access to that last room. So we do it. It's gonna power off. We will get another star here. We don't get to choose what it is. Oh, I should have looked up the Great Hall before this to know if it costs gems. I mean, there's nothing else to spend gems on, really, so I think we take this. Oh, it's the laundry room that I've never drafted. There's something somewhere. Exchange all of your gems with all of your coins at a 1-to-1 rate. All of your keys with all of your gems at a 1-to-1 rate. Or all of your keys with all of your coins. That's wild. Okay, so you can swap between currencies here. There's something around. My metal detector is beeping. This needs power. Huh. Hi, Poppy. Welcome. So okay, the laundry room has a puzzle. Interesting. And presumably that's what's got an item locked behind it. Because it's strongest over here in that side of the room. Right. Unfortunately, I don't have boiler power connected. Okay. So there's a... let me put this in my list of safes. Laundry room? Question mark? And then we have the office safe. We have the lab puzzle. And then we have... oh, what else do we have? We did the boudoir safe. I don't remember the other ones. I'll have to keep an eye out. I'm doing good. I fucking love this game. It's so weird and inscrutable. I have officially blocked everything I can do here. It's possible if we go south, if we go underground to the foundation entrance, it's possible we could do something there. Oh, I missed something in here? Oh, battery. It's not going to be useful. I might keep it till tomorrow, but... right. So go in the courtyard. Go back to the rotunda. The other thing we can do is there'll be more dig spots. In the green spaces we haven't been to. There's a gem in the aquarium. I think there's a gem in the courtyard south of Foundation. One more spin. One more again. Let me out. Let me out. So we go south, hallway, foundation, courtyard. Yeah, we can just go straight south. Cool, cool. There's a lot of... oh, we can dig here. I'll take a key. Not gonna be able to use it today, but... we can also dig here, because we didn't have this yet. There we go. Let's see. You know, in observatory, because we have 2 more stars now. Never mind. They don't add today. Interesting. Den, we'll go back through the bedroom, which will get us some extra energy. Because we haven't been in this with the sleep mask yet. Thank you. There's a dig spot here. There should also be a gem here. Cool, cool. We go to the library, reading the entrance hall. Excellent. Now there's an item that's missing here that we did not take. There's 3 birds. These were knocked over in the vision. So I wonder if maybe that will affect tomorrow. For now, let's draft our outer room. Because it might be, like shelter or something. Or maybe shrine. We can get a new blessing. Schoolhouse! We haven't done this one! Oh, this adds classrooms! that's what it is. That's why I was like, I haven't even seen the classroom. Oh, well, that's absolutely necessary. That's 3 braziers lit of the 4. God, there are so many potential Herbie. Wait, that's Herbert. So he learned here. That's our Uncle Herbert Sinclair. Closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. And meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I wish first to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she's done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal and my reluctant successor, who I might add forced me to give this speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more, I'll admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps and building Reddington yet another school, and for also allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today, whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace. And yet, what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I'm still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon-cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end, remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. Served for 38 years. The schoolhouse closed in 66. So it would have opened in 28. Mark that. Opened 28. We have March here again. The new campus is completed in March. The year that... No, in March is in 8 months. So it closed 8 months prior. March, February, January, December, November, October, September, August. So it closed in August of 66 and opened March of 28. Probably. Because the new schoolhouse opened in March, so that's probably the start of the school year. Bundle of books. Drawer I can't open. A dig spot. With a turnip. Oh man, if I could get this again and I could do the classrooms. The classrooms have puzzles in them. According to the trophy room. So let's go down. check out the basement. Do have a map somewhere of the underground, which should be able to tell me where the foundation entrance is. Let me try and pull that up. So I took a screenshot of it. I remember that much. Oh, beautiful. It's the first one I clicked on. The foundation elevator is connected to the basement. Cliffside exit. Okay, it's to the right and then the left on the opposite side of the reservoir. So we'll go this way. Skip this. We've definitely done this before. So to the right here, that's the basement, which is connected to the cliffside entrance. So this must be like a secret entrance that I have to open from the other side. The other thing to check is whether I have to open the Rogue Moon door every day. Right, this is the map. So for reference, this block is what I just ran into. That should go up to the attic, or the foundation. So we rotate this again many, many times. Because what we actually have to do is connect that, and then we can just walk. Maybe. No. We do this, and then we can rotate that around, I think. So this should connect now. And then this can turn... What? You're fucking kidding me. What? I've never seen this. I did it the other way, I guess. So now it connects like this. It's a different... Because that just doesn't have an exit, from what I can tell. So maybe I can look at that now. Because I haven't been able to go here yet. Oh my god, it's a whole new room. Holy shit. I'm so glad I went digging down here today. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, there's so much. Foreman's log 608, date 5/3/1918. Okay, well that's a date. We should record that. Foreman log is 5/3/18. After almost 3 years in the tunnels, S&R has informed me that we'll be closing up the site in June. There's been a somewhat bittersweet experience working on such a historically significant excavation over the past 30-odd months, yet being unable to share any of that work with the world. Maybe one day. Still, there is a significant amount of work that has yet to be done, and it is vitally important that we conclude our efforts in the main cavern and reinforce the structural integrity of the site before we seal the tunnels next month. Maybe generations before they are reopened. It's Foreman's Log 608, Assay 502, Scripts in Rudford Mining Company. And this connects to this tunnel. So now we have access to this. So we can go back there. No, this just does the... This does turning. That just did up and down. So we have to leave this way in order to continue to use this configuration. I can't believe I didn't see this. Now this connects these two, which is not helpful, or the other two, which is not helpful. So I actually do want to turn it back, because this doesn't give me access to anything with just this configuration. Yes, so I want to go back this way. We're going to use a lot of steps here, but that's all right. We have the running shoes, so spin this all the way around, because we want to get access to the north lever, because I want to determine whether or not that resets daily. Alright, set it back here. This should let us switch the gears back. There we go. Back to our familiar configuration. And then... we should actually be able to get there easier? If we do it... That actually might let us lock this in place. Since that, hopefully that secret door stays open. What we can do is we can spin this around until it links up the secret door to the north tunnel. Yes. So now we can go through the secret room. Out here. And up the north tunnel. Excellent. The underpass. Is that a thing there? No, it's just panels. So I want to see if this is set. Because if it's set, then we don't have to come back here. Okay, it's not set. We do have to reopen it every time. Because that is the rogue moon door. That's the door to room 46. And none of these open, correct? These are all false doors. Alright. Now, the only thing to do... We have the key to the secret garden. Right? So we could try and find the secret garden. I wanted to go through the cliffside entrance to the basement to see if we could get a new path in there. What's up this way again? I don't think we can actually go this way because of the minecart. Yes, this is the mine entrance. So we head... That's the other thing, is we could empty this, because we haven't been down there. But I want to get a better entrance than just through the fountain. Because the fountain entrance leads us here, and if we drain this, we can't get anywhere. As well as if we fill up the fountain to drain this, then we're screwed. This goes up to the tomb, right? The catacombs? Of course, yeah, and then this is sealed off. There was no puzzle in here, just a fragment of the map. So what we do is we exit here, we look for the cliffside entrance. Because we can get down there, we can get a safer entrance, I think, to the... Oh, is it down there? I think it might be down there. Hold on. Or not safer, but a more reliable entrance. That's all boarded up. This, we have 3 of the 4. These gas lines open. I don't remember what I found back here. It's blocked, of course. But these are not lit. I don't think there's anything I can do here. So how do I... If this is blocked, then I think this doorway must be the cliffside entrance to the basement. I think that only makes sense. This does frame the mountain, and that's the symbol of the game executable. So I think this has to be the cliffside entrance to the abandoned mine. So how do we open that? Let's see. My thoughts are school. The classrooms could maybe get us in there. It's also possible that any of the mechanisms, the lab mechanism, the laundry mechanism. Wait. I haven't tried. What is this? It's another... This could be a cliffside entrance. But I don't know how to open that, so that would have to be opened via lever. This we don't have entrance to. It does not appear to be the secret garden. That's our tent. Are there any other paths from here? This is the orchard, which we turned on the gas. So I don't think there's anything else in the orchard. That's the mine, which gets us gems daily. This we don't have access to. It looks like there's more stuff over there. I can't tell if it's meant to be accessible to the player or not. Like, there's fences and stuff, but that could just be making it aesthetically match. So we have 2 potential cliffside entrances. One is boarded up and one is a bolted door. As far as I can tell, there's no East Wing exit room. Let me actually take a look. We're missing 7 and 8 we just haven't drafted. 20 and 23 we haven't drafted. 30 we haven't drafted. 46 is obvious we haven't drafted. There's 2 bedrooms we're missing. 2 green rooms. 3 shops. How many are we missing? 2, 4, 5. So 5 rooms, but we're missing 6 or 7 of these. If we can get Foyer and Great Hall together, that's the huge combo. We've pulled that off once. So either some of these extra rooms aren't numbered. We're also, there's 1 outer room we haven't drafted. And the Mechanarium, which we've never drafted. We've just found it. Oh, there's all manner of stuff we haven't done. There's 1 permanent addition we're missing. Which I'm assuming is the basement. Because that's the only place we haven't been. Secret garden key. I mean, or it could be the secret garden. Maybe, I think there was something north of the garage that we weren't able to access. It's possible that that could be the secret garden. Curiouser and Curiouser. We don't have a coat check today, do we? No. I was thinking I might be able to check an item, but... Oh, we can get there's stamps. We have the magnifying glass. We may as well get our stamp collection. In fog we are lost, in fire we are found. The grand realm of Fan Ares. Interesting. Where else are there stamps? The red letter didn't have a stamp, I think. That's the only one I can think of. Let's call it a day. There's the button for call it a day. The other question I have is whether the foundation resets after 1 day, or if it doesn't reset at all. All right. Day 17, give it up for day 17. All right, first thing I'm doing is scouting our outer room to see if I can get either schoolhouse or... also, we kept the secret garden key and the car keys, but we lost our moon pendant, which isn't great. Because the moon pendant is what let us keep 2 items. We have done all of these. So let's shelter, because if we get the library, we will know which day it is. So we'll get the computer online. Get you booted up. There's also the radiation monitor is a possibility. Because that's supposed to unlock all rooms in the all doors in the estate if there's a significant source of radiation. And I don't know how to create a significant source of radiation, but I do know that if it's being offered to us, there must be someone who use it. Okay. So garage is something. This will get us library, which is always useful. Take that. Don't see any other items. We library. And then this tells us November 23rd, 93 is the date we checked it out, which was yesterday. So, I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep, bird, a ride on the wave, bird. There's not a dare I would not do. There's not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That is what they say when looking at me. You are not sea bird. You are not swim bird. If you are friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best. Or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, or maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams in the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. This is a sad book. It's checked out by Mrs. Peterson. We checked out this book, Simon, when we were a kid in 85. I mean, our character is like 11 now or something. So we would have had to be like 2 or 3. Detective Bon Margle? This was published by Ruffington Red Publishing in 1985. Herbert Sinclair checked it out. Mrs. Peterson, us, Mrs. Peterson, Anne Babbage, who's the head of estate, Detective Bon Margle, and then us today. I do have a key, but I don't know if I want to spend it on that, but good to know that there's a chest in here. Bookshop, that's one of the new shops. Servants' quarters is a bedroom we haven't drafted. Let's bookshop. I've never drafted this. A new clue sold out in hours. It was no surprise that the latest book from local author Marion Marigold is breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. The release of her new book, A New Clue, comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. Her current publisher has issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theories surrounding the book's recent announcement, stating, "The writing of the book was completed and well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance." In addition, the publisher has revealed that all the proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, a nonprofit organization that aims to provide resources and intel in the investigations of missing persons. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's third book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt. Detective Bon Margle, who many theorize may have been the inspiration for A New Clue, was quoted only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Regardless of their opinions, fans, pundits, and cynics alike were standing together, elbow to elbow in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what may very likely be the last words ever published by the missing author. Interesting. History of Arindia First Edition. Permanently added to the library and available to check out on your next visit. Drafting Strategy Volume 4, Volume 5, Realm and Rune, The Curse of Blackbridge, A New Clue. Oh my god, we need so much money. Well, we're coming back here, for sure. Spend a gem on Observatory. We have 10, or this would make us 11 stars. I don't know what that gets us, but it's a lot, so... Five gems. Well worth the 1 gem I spent. Okay. Oh, there's another globe here. Interesting. There's a globe in the observatory. There's a globe in the trophy room. Where else are there globes? Spinning it doesn't seem to affect the clock in the base. Hold on. So, globes. We got one in observatory. We've got one in trophy room. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, we've got 2 in the observatory. Another little one. This is just the adjustment for the telescope. Do you know... So we should do the... shelter right now. Because we know the date. If we checked out the book yesterday, I think it's the 24th, but we can try putting in the 23rd. I'll try the 23rd first, just to be safe. Alright. Time lock safe. Set unlock date. November 23rd, 12 p.m. Okay. So it unlocks at the time specified and then remains unlocked for 4 hours. So we should try and keep an eye out for clocks. If it's afternoon but before 4, we check it. If it's not unlocked, then we know that today is actually the 24th. And we can set it accordingly. No clock in here. If we could get the den, that would give us a clock. Let's take the guest bedroom, because we're doing a lot of running in and out of the house. And no... Oh, we do get the security key card. Incredible. That's very, very good. Oh, there is a clock here. It is currently 9:15. We'll do bedroom. Yeah, okay. Need to get more exits. The corridor. We are not quite fucked, but it's dangerous. We only have one path right now. Courtyard is very good here. Den is also very good. Take Den, because it's negative gem cost instead of positive gem cost. Another chest. Lots of clocks in here as well, which is nice. Excellent, it's 9:30 already. Time is passing well. Just looking up, because I feel like I never look up in games. The gamer curse. Hallway's good. Gets us a free key. Hall closet. I want to do. There we go. And we get the compass as well. Sledgehammer gives us free chests. Keys. Oh, nice. We get some of everything. Now, this is my only... Drawing room is good. Security is also good. I think we drawing room because giving us more options is always beneficial. I don't see any items. Doesn't fit. Okay. I figured I'd try. Let's go up. The ballroom. Whenever you enter the ballroom, set your gems to 2. This is a new room, which makes me want to draft it. But I'm not going to enter it yet. Because I have lots of gems. Parlor will give me gems, because the parlor game has gems. Commissary... Let's do commissary, because it's a... We spend a gem. I could have redrawn, actually. I don't buy any of these, because we are saving money for the bookshop. Chapel spends us money, which is not great. We spare room here. Kitchen. I mean, it spends gems and it gets us more house access without having to go through the ballroom. Okay, yes, I do have water in this room. The main course is porterhouse steak, so a showroom will improve it. Not gonna buy anything just yet. This closes us off. We have to go maid's chamber. We are sheltered, though, from the effects of it, which is nice. Forgot we had the shelter. I don't have magnifying glass, so I can't look closer at this. Where is... Isn't there supposed to be a statue of Mila in here? I thought there was a statue of Mila in here. The angel. Maybe that's the headmistress's chamber. Secret garden key? Oh shit, it worked! I did not expect it to work. Oh, we're on the east wing, of course. So of course it worked, because it has to be on the wings, and this is a rich soil spot as well. So I don't know if that's also required. Spread fruit throughout the house. Well, that's good. This is a very new room. The rogue moon. I gotta check all this first, but there's a rogue moon. I can't reach the orange, it's too tall. Wheelbarrow. Got a fountain. Wait. Hold on. That says north is this way. Can we turn which direction north is? No shot, eh? Wait, it needs to be facing north? Because if we do that... Because this'll do the other arrow, hey? Oh no, this does the bottom arrow. We can make them all point that way. They all point west. Towards the rogue moon. Yes! The west lever. Okay. Okay. Alright. Hold on. So the, secret garden has the west AC lever. That's incredibly important. That is maybe the most important. We now know the locations of every lever. The east lever is in the Great Hall. The south lever is in the greenhouse. It's broken. The handle for it is in the attic. The secret garden has the west lever. And we know the underground tunnel has the north lever. Oh my god, this is huge. This is like the most important thing. They're both locked. We'll do this one first. I guess we'll take the office. And that actually, we can go in the ballroom now, just to check. Now that we have fewer than 2 gems, we can look in the ballroom and see if there's any more secret information. I see maybe some music sheets. Clara and Simon. In Eclipse Ball 1952. What else happened in 1952? Lady Epson married in 51. Clara and Simon. So that man is also Simon. Maybe it's Clara and Simon Epson? The year after their marriage? The first anniversary, maybe? In Eclipse Ball was 1952. Get an orange. I definitely see some music sheets. This is so important. So we'll do the bolded words first. 6 is R. 7 is true. So its first words on the sheets are true message. So find among the white trees under 2 and then 8. I don't know where 8 is. 8. Where was she? 8. Was it like... Oh, it might have been in the Great Hall. That's so important. That's, like, really, really crucial. Those 2 sheets had completely eluded me. Alright, we go Secret Garden to Office. We don't know the date for the Office safe, but we can try. I think this is March of the Count, isn't it? So March of the Count could be 0328. No. But we also know that the boudoir safe was Christmas. That's right. March of the Count. We have 1952 is a new date we haven't tried. I've tried every other date we have in here. 1928. No. 5318. What about 0503 or 0305? No. How about 1123, because that's today's date. Or 1124. No. No such luck. Is there a clock in here? It is just about 11 o'clock. Okay, so we have a little bit before we have to go check the shelter safe. Staff members room. What do we have? We have the maid's chambers. That's the only one. Which honestly is fine. Let's just do that. I've never actually run payroll. It says checks. And then I'll wait to spread gold in case we get a conference room. Parlor is good. Parlor is very good. In fact, it's what we have to do if we want access to the West store. White box is true. The other two boxes are false. This... if this is true, this can't be true. So if this is false, this is false, this is true. So that is the good box. Think, think. All right. Boiler room is good. We absolutely go boiler room. Cloister I've never run. Yeah, it's new. We gotta do it. This does... We're not gonna be able to connect boiler room to anything because Cloister doesn't have any stuff, I'm assuming, but... it being a new room is too important. Yeah, I don't see any boiler vents. Okay, we do have a security key? How do I get to the middle there? Oh, it's weird that the grass pops out. Because there's a dig spot, so clearly I can get there. Could try the boiler. Because this is the Regal Angel. Scepter Angel. Let me try sending the energy there. Hold on. See what happens. Anything? No. So how do I get in there? Huh. I don't see any gate or like a section of wall that would move. Very curious. Foyer is so powerful. I don't have the gems. we store room. Right. We use a key. We gotta. We have to chapel. So we're gonna lose some money. That's fine. I'd love to get a garage going. There it is. And we have exactly the 1 gem we need. We do need a power source. And this does, yeah, we've blocked off the foundation. We've blocked off most of the stuff, unfortunately. We do have the car key. So we can get a battery and a silver key. Silver key is very good. I think this just gets us access to a note. I don't think it gets us access to any items. Yes. 14227 Sandy Heights. Yeah, we need a breaker room. But if we do that, we could get outside to the shelter fast, which would be nice. Oh, we're sheltered from the chapel. That's awesome. This, we want to use our silver key. Mechanarium will not have any doors, so we have to go dark room. As much as I want to draft the Mechanarium. Why is the power still on? Power's never on. Why hasn't the power gone out? Oh, because we're protected from the negative effects. We're sheltered. We can take security. We can't take security. We have to take furnace. Shoot. I was really hoping that we would get... It's almost noon. Conference room is crucial here. Because this gets us access to the antechamber. If we can get circuit breaker, this is the ideal situation. Please, 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 please. Oh. This will give us a gem. I think we need the wine cellar. Yeah, this is the 1213. As far as I can tell, there's no other interactables in here. We have to go all the way back out to the entrance. We have spread fruit. Because I have to open the road moon door. Yes, and this is the basement key. Which doesn't matter, we've already unlocked the basement. I honestly shouldn't have picked it up. We did have the boiler room. The Mechanarium would have had one door. But it probably would have just been the one we went in. Okay, chapel. There's no fruit in here, is there? I need fruit. I think I'm gonna be too low on energy, unfortunately. Cloister, boiler room, parlor. There isn't gonna be fruit in here, so I drafted it afterward. Of course, that's why there wouldn't be fruit in the other room either. Parlor. Office. Go ahead and spread Golden Estates. And then Secret Garden. We have a door here! Utility closet, yes! We can get out the garage. That's gonna be so much faster. Turn off the gymnasium, turn on the garage. Keycard entry system, we'll just leave. We'll do off. No, leave it on. I don't know if that's required to actually activate any of this shit, but... Okay, we dip to Maid's Chamber to get the paycheck. For the week of 11/8, 10 gold. Okay, we are running low on energy, but we can get out the garage now. Through Cloister Chapel, garage. Buck. Okay, I just barely didn't go in there. Open the garage. We check the time lock safe. If the time lock safe is not open, then today is the 24th. It is. Yes! 7. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I've harbored for these past years. Suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I'm aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances. A conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. And I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the ruby crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible. And the fact that 2 of the Crow's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Courtney. So 7 is Courtney to Herbert Sinclair about the Ruby Crown. Ruby Crown. Interesting. Okay, now we have to figure out what we're gonna do. Either we go all the way through the basement and pray that we can unlock the antechamber and then get back through the garage to get in there. I don't think that's reasonable. Or we go to the bookshop and we spend our cash to get a new book. I think we do that. I think that has to be the play. Hopefully we find some fruit. While we are wondering about. This fruit has been scattered. And each one of those will give us 5 energy. We have 25. We can buy Realm and Rune, or we can buy both drafting strategy books. I think we buy the most expensive one we can afford. Because we can always get here with less money and buy the cheaper ones. Please tell me there's an orange. There's a green apple, which is literally enough to cover entering that room. And we run out of energy here. Oh! Never mind. We entered a bedroom, and there was an apple. My goodness. Fruit? That was wild. It just was like, oh, no, never mind. Apple. Now we're taking the long path, just hoping that the fruit will be enough. Trying to get a glimpse if there's any fruit in here. I don't see any. If there's no fruit, I don't want it. There's no fruit, and it will set our gems to 2 if we go in there. So I won't. Commissary. No fruit, but do you sell fruit? Just sell a salt shaker. Storeroom. We won't be able to buy anything in the kitchen, unfortunately. But maybe there will be an apple. Or a banana. What could I have spent my 5 on? Tomato soup. Which would have given me 1 trillion energy. The salt shaker was an absolute waste. And now we've caught up to where we were exploring before. Yeah. Now we run out of energy. Alas. Good night. But we know now about the secret garden. Let me put the... Got a stately manner today. The Orchard Gate on my list of safes. That was 11:28. All right. Let's actually take a quick break since the ad break is going. Be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for sticking around. I apologize about the weird ad timing on this stream. I try to take a break every hour when the ads go, but Blueprints makes me lose track of fucking time. I get so into it. So I apologize. I ran another one during that break, so you got double added, unfortunately, but that way, hopefully, the break timings line up better and we won't get interrupted as soon. That said, we have some work to do. I'm going to do my outer room first in case it's classroom or schoolhouse, because I really want to investigate these classrooms. There's also... What are we missing? Picked up trophy room and ballroom. Which was... Ballroom was one of the ones there. We got the cloister and the secret garden, which were the last two green rooms we needed. We got the bookshop, which was one of 3 shops we were missing. Hovel. I think we just tool shed. Oh, beautiful. We're starting with the sledgehammer. One of my favorite tools. And metal detector, another one of my favorite tools. Okay, so library, we should be able to check out the new runes book. Shall we start by just opening the north door instead of having to come back out here? I think we do that today. We do, unfortunately, not carry over any items from last time. Where's my boat? What? Where's my boat? What? Why is it over there this time? It doesn't... What? I've never seen it do that. Why did it start over there? I didn't leave it over there last time, did I? Because there's no exit that direction. Okay, well that puts a damper on things. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, we're gonna start by going westward as per usual. I think let's go bedroom. Get some of the energy that we spent back. Car key. Okay. It's nice. I'll get us some items. No locked trunk, unfortunately. Hallway here is very good. Especially if it comes with a key. West Wing Hall is good. Any free items? No. What was this scrap about again? Lady Clara Epson. Okay. So that was her at the ball. Uh, June 15th, 1983 was maybe her death. So June 15, 1983, West Wing closed. It's another date. Well, reading looks useless, so we'll do pantry. There's only one room down there. Reading nook won't give you the library. Um, that's useless. I think we guessed bedroom for potential keycard and the energy. The money. It looks like nothing else. Yeah. Okay. That recoups some of our energy expenditure. We'll leave that for now. Some energy back by going through the bedroom anyway. Reading nook is good here. Our key. No other items. And you know we had to do library. So we can check out. Oh, first. Free shit. Second. We haven't done History of Arindia. I don't think we've done the fixed stars. Let's start with Realm and Rune. Because it's new. Yep, we found two of the letters. We have to go with Great Hall. Everything else is simply nonsense. We have the metal detector. Which should tell us which of these doors has shit behind it. I believe it's this one. This one? This one's got something back there. Two keys. Sick. And I think you have something. Shit. You or you? I think it's you. Yes. There's the east lever. And a free key. Which means that you are the exit. The north exit of this room. Passageway is good considering this is our only lead. I think we just play Passageway, yeah. Passageway also has boiler connections. So if we get anything boilery on this... Ooh. We dark room. Because I don't actually have to go in there. Or draft anything from that room. Parlor is good. We still aren't even on the West Wing. I think we parlor for gems. Boxes next to this box contain gems. That could be true. Boxes next to this box contain gems. That can't be true. Boxes next to this box contain gems. That could be true. Which would mean this... I mean, it's... Yeah, white is the correct result there. Yeah, got a free coin. Oh, there's stuff here. I'm enjoying the puzzles. I like that they're just like little mini logic puzzles inside this enormous logic puzzle. We drawing room to get access to the east wing. There's some coin. I love bookshop. If we could swing it. Got here to get east wing access. Den is good. Yeah, we just go with Den. There's no reason to redraw. Den's just always good. Spare room so we can save corridor. This corridor is just always good. Especially at the higher ranks. Chapel's not a bad play. We do have to pay out 2, depending on what we get here. Vault is it. Oh, we don't have the vault key, but we might get it. So we play the vault here. Because we can get some stuff here. I've never drafted the vault. Tuesday, November 24th. Okay, so this is another way to find out the date. The vault door is open, but we don't have the key to the security deposit box. Which there is a specific security deposit box. There's a music stand here. Wait, is this where the last music sheet is? Does that... No, because I found music sheet 8. Okay, but this is good to know. If we can get the safety deposit box key, we can get in here. And that more than paid for itself. Alright, we take Den North. Oh. I missed an item? I did. Free key. I am out of gems, which is unfortunate. We can do gymnasium, just not enter. But I think what we do is we break our box. We have passageway still, so I think we break our box here. And then this will let us turn off gymnasium and on garage. And I don't have a security key card, so we turn it off so that all the security doors are powered down. And then if we get security later, we can set them to be unlocked. Boudoir would get us a gem. I think we redraw, though. Well, I can't draft security, so we draft bunker room. There's usually items in here. Hi, little buddy. Alright, there's usually stuff. Was I lied to? Is there only sometimes stuff? I will take 2 bananas. Thank you very much. Let me actually check the diary. There's no dates in here. Okay. In that case, we go to passageway again. And go north. Well, we have to take office. But we can't. We're fucked. God damn it. I may as well solve a billiard room puzzle. That really sucks. But today is a dead end. We even got the vault, too. I don't know, maybe we'll get the special key in here. Alright. 14. 5 plus 4 is 9. Plus 16 is 25. Minus 20 minus 3 is 2. Alright. 8 plus 14 is 22. Minus 12 is 10. Minus 7 is 3. Times 6. Yeah, pink is times. Is 18. 13 plus 8 is 21. Minus 1 is 20. Divided by 10 is 2. Times 5 is 10. And we get a security key card. Damn. Well, we are, porked, unfortunately. I mean, unless there's secret items in the Great Hall, but I don't think there are. One of these we should... I mean, we have 2 keys, we may as well spend both of them. One of these we would have access to from the other side. This one. And then this is going to be a dead end. Yeah. Nothing else we can do. We don't even have anywhere to spend all our vault money. That sucks. Let's call it a day. We did get the West Wing closure date. So it wasn't a total waste. I am going to check the boat again to see if it's moved. Purely just to test. Because if it's on the other side again, then I must have left it over there somehow. I don't know how that's possible. Yeah, I must have left it over there. Hold on, let me check my my map. The catacombs have access over there. Wait, can I go around through the excavation tunnel? Is that possible? Concealed entrance is 2 on this map. No, that's in the basement. Fountain entrance is 5. Yeah, so there's an excavation tunnel, allegedly, through here, but I thought this was sealed. Is this not sealed anymore? No, right, because this is where the minecart was. I can't get through here anymore. So this, I just don't have access. And then this connects to the catacombs, hey? Yes, this is also the catacombs. The minecart track blocks this, so the only way to get there is via the cliffside entrance. They stole my boat. I can't get over there now. There's no way I ran out of energy over there. I wonder why that is then. Because now they've thrown a wrench in my plans. Unless it was walking around in that room that did something. Watch that have rotated the whole thing. No. Damn. I don't know how to deal with that. Like, I genuinely don't have a plan other than open the basement entrance, which I currently don't have a method of doing. We'll do shelter. I don't have any coins to offer at the shrine right now, and I don't want to spend my cash if I can spend it on books. I don't think Swimbird told us anything. Yeah, still no disturbance there. Regular bedroom's good. This is actually the exact same layout as yesterday so far. Wait, the car keys are also here. That's weird. Boudoir, just because I don't... Oh, I guess I would have been protected from the chapel because of the shelter. So I could have done that. And then we'll get our free gem. Oh, hey, I don't even have to remember it. It's just open. Patio is not helpful. Reading Nook will get us library. Thank you. No other items. Yeah, and we're gonna do library. Free gem. Realm and Rune, Sigils of the Past and Present. This book was graciously gifted by Simon P. Jones. Right, because it wasn't in the library, so nobody checked it out before us. Fen Aries. Robert Bird and Sons, 1905. I've seen that. That was on a stamp. Fen Aries. When the scholars of the First Era found any hidden things, either of a natural source or resulting from the creations of man, they were accustomed to record these in various signs with the aid of figures. They did this in order that the sigils of their realm might not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They've been found in every era and every culture, and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book is written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meaning. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of four things: the core, the dividing lines or rays, the moats, and the border. There's one of these in that room that I just ran around in a circle in. Core. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape, different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we are describing. Several example cores taken from well-known sigils: Orinda Aries, Fen Aries, Raja, Kararika, and Arch Aries. Orinda Aries is the one in the basement, which, considering we have like a Legacy of Orinda as one of the books, that tracks. I should record this I'm gonna get a whole new sheet just for realm runes. Um, so we'll do Ben Ares is a pentagon. Raja is an hourglass. Ararika is a block B. And then Arch Ares is like a mountain. So Arch Ares, Ararika, Raja, Ben Ares, and Orinda Ares. The rays. Spouting forth from the core will come several dividing lines, splitting the sigil into pieces. From one sigil to another, the rays will often differ in number, style, and form. Studying the differences in these lines will immediately reveal several things about the realm. Transportation, the number of rays. Counting the number of dividing lines in a sigil will reveal to us what method of transportation was prevalent in a realm. Were they a seaside kingdom that relied on ships, or a desert domain that might have employed camels to cross the sandy expanse of their lands? Okay, so we have a star. So hold on, let me core rays. So star shape is naval. An X is roads. A kind of weird little hobby horse is horse. A Y is a train system, and this is what we see in the basement, I believe. So train. Little sunrise is aviation. A line is camel. A turtleback. Turtleback travel. Turtle. There we go. Oh, and these are short rays. Short. Weather is the style of ray. Straight is normal weather. Straight is normal. Foggy has several horizontal slashes on one side. I think that was also what was in the basement. Fog. Weather. Wavy is heat. Rainy is 3 vertical lines. Stormy is jagged. Stormy. Dotted is snow. And then windy is curved lines. Windy. Okay. Moats. Okay. On each sigil floating between the rays are small figures called moats. From the shape and style of the moats used on a sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed, if they consider themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. So a little star is tribal. Let me put moats as its own column. Moats. So little star is tribal. A little pea pod is agriculture. Little Fangs is martial. Sorry, I'm just like recording this whole book. Metropolitan is like a little city or a little skyscraper. So that's metro. Three vertical lines is academic. Uh, dot in a square is industrial. Circle with an X and a bunch of dots is spiritual. Spiritual. And then a little flower is poetic. The border, here we go. Around each sigil is an adorned edge serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. Okay. So borders. We have little white dots. Did it literally just run an ad right now when I didn't tell it to and the timer was off? I love Twitch. So if we do circles, empty circles, that's white. We do filled circles, it's black. If we do segments and dashes, that's violet. If we do diagonal hashes, that's green. If we do triangles, it's orange. If we do wiggly lines, it's red. If we do kind of gear lines, pink. If we do zigzag, it's yellow. And we've already got white. Okay. Putting it all together. By studying the core, rays, moats, and border of a sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. Fen Ares, the Grand Realm. Transportation, road carriage, weather, foggy, society, militaristic. Banner, red. Cool. Knowledge. Knowledge unlocked. Now we go all the way the fuck back. I'm done with that shit. Okay. Let's go the other way. Done writing shit down. I think we drawing room. It's just good to have that on an early rank. Don't see any tools. The laboratory. I don't really want to do it this early is the thing. Guest bedroom's not bad. Might get a good item. Just a gem. That's fine. Get a bunch of energy. Let's redraw. Courtyard. What's courtyard? Oh, metal detector. My good friend, metal detector. I love courtyard. It's my favorite. Yeah, we 2 dig spots. Den is good. Nursery could be really good, so we're gonna nursery. This is where we have the Red Prince book. We also get our gem back, which is nice. Refund our gem. Right, now this has to go north or we're boned. Observatory goes north. And I'm not going to risk a redraw screwing our entire situation. Is this all one? Drax is the dead. Dead end rooms are more common today. Well, that's less than ideal. We get the sale at 15. Yes, green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. So this is the gem flowers at 20. This is a dead end room, we're fucked. We can parlor, which is not a dead end. Grab this. And 3 coin. Alright. The gems are in the blue box. The gems are in the black box. Every statement with the word black is false. So if this is false, well, this has to be false. Because it can't be true, because then it would make itself false. So this is false, which means this must be true, which means this must be false. Yeah, I haven't got a single one of those wrong yet. Den is powerful, and in fact our only option without rerolling. Wait, dead end rooms being more common is really risky. We have to take chapel or reroll, and I'm not going to risk a reroll. Regem. Oh, there is something else. Is there a key on the floor? Or a coin in the corner? Ah, 2 coins on the floor. Well, that'll pay for itself. Alright, pantry. Use key. Spare room. Yeah, I want to save my dice for when I get completely screwed, when there's like no options. That is locked. I don't have any keys. I'm fucked. We're fucked anyway. Alright, well, let's call it a day, shall we? Because the only thing I could get from the time lock safe is the gem. That's a quick one. I wonder if this is deterministic. Like, different rooms have different stuff depending on which slot they're in. Because it feels like that one time when I got the... I put the reading nook in the same spot 2 days in a row and it had the same bonus item. I feel like maybe that's possible. I don't have any money. Take this and we get the salt shaker as well. Alright. I'm not gonna check down the fountain this time. Because I think maybe it might be determined by when I check it. Been putting bedroom here like every time. We're gonna change it up because I think that might have been porking me. Hello, car keys. The white box is true. The gems are in this box. The gems are not in this box. If the white box is true, if this is true, then this is true, which would place the gems here, which would make this true. They'd all be true. So this must be false, which means this must be false, which means this is true. So if this is true, then the gems are not here. They're not here. They must be here. I love gems. Anything interesting here? Okay, drawing room is good. Nursery is good to draft early, but it would cut off West Wing. So I think we drawing room. No items, it seems. We head to the West Wing. Get observatory. Den is better, though. So it's a free gem and a better floor plan. Bedroom's not bad. Pantry gets us some coin. I think we pantry. Just for that. Up here. Storeroom is fine. Okay, cool. Wait. Did it just beep at me? No. Let's go back to the entrance hall and finish filling out the lower ranks. To be safe. We could commissary, we could bedroom. We could spare room. Let's spare room, just get it out of the way. Spare room sucks anyway. Reading nook, we can get the library. Yeah, I just want library. Library is always good. Magnifying glass. Love to see it. Let's do History of Arindia. Now that we know Arinda Ares. Is there any stuff over here? Right? Yeah, no. Okay. Alright. Go back this way. Bookshop is good. It's a little out of the way. We could afford trophy room, which would get us a lot of gems. So I think we gotta do trophy room. Just because this is... It pays for itself and more. There was something about like found in fire, which did make me think of this room. Let's go up. Hallway's good. Chapel kind of sucks, so we'll just do hallway. I love a key. A key. Right. Go to the east wing. We don't have any green rooms for that to benefit yet. Bedroom's not bad. It's free energy. No items here. Veranda gives us more green room access, which is pretty good. Let's do that. I don't have a shovel yet, but I do get a free gem. That is locked. We're gonna come back to that. Because we have many more options. Great Hall is fantastic here. If we can get foyer, I'm gonna hook back to... Yeah, back around to the entrance hall. And we'll go north. Dining room. Kitchen. Go buy food in the kitchen, which would be nice. Dining room's not bad. We get some items. Keys could be good. If we don't get the foyer. Dining room, we'd have to come back to entrance hall to use it. I think we get the closet, just get some nice items. Yep, coin purse is good. Ivory die is good. And go up through the drawing room. Corridor. Let's redraw. I don't really like any of these. Walk-in closet gets us a bunch more items. Boudoir gets us a gem and 2 dice. I think we walk-in closet. Key. Key. Compass. Diamond. Okay, so we have the locked door in the veranda, and we have the Great Hall. We are going to have to loop all the way through the spare room, trophy room situation again, unfortunately. Yeah, back to the parlor, to the entrance hall. We have to run this back, so we're burning energy, which is not great. We have the salt shaker, so if we find food, it's tastier. I think we veranda. Chapel. I'd rather lose money than energy. God, that's also locked. Drafting studio. That's a new room. Hello. Oh my god. Okay. Drafting Strategy Volume 1. The Drafting Spectrum, Most Violent Dreams, Guide to Bedrooms, Guide to Green Rooms, Guide to Hallways. Okay, this just has a general guide to everything. Should come as no surprise. Let me move this. Should come as no surprise that the first color that comes to mind when speaking about blueprints is blue. And while it is true most architectural plans and designs are found on blue paper, it is not the only color on which floor plans are drafted. In fact, originally they were not blue at all. Hundreds of years ago, the chemicals used to create floor plans caused coated paper to turn black when exposed to light. This raven hue, perhaps more fitting to the reign of Horus, was decidedly more difficult to affix an architect's revision edits to, and so blue was proposed as an ideal replacement, as it had no political ties to any other realms. So the reign of Oris was purple. So it should have, or violet, so I should expect a certain border if I see a rune for it. Curious. By the Fourth Era, all floor plans were being printed on blue paper. Over the years, the fear of political connotation deferred to innovation, and the use of colored prints eventually became popular with engineers and architects who used hues as a way to differentiate various types of buildings and rooms. Violet prints, for example, are only used when creating plans for a bedroom, while an orange floor plan will immediately inform a contractor that the print contains designs for a hallway. In this issue of drafting strategy, we will explore the different features of each type of floor plan and look at the underlying connections that tie each room to its color. The bedroom is often referred to as the heart of the home, and with good reason. It is the place where people can rest during a long day, where they can kick up their feet for a bit and recharge their batteries. Architects always use violet bordered floor plans for bedrooms, and the comforting purple hues encountered while drafting will usually let a weary traveler know they have found a room in which they can rest up. Architects may wish to utilize bedroom strategies if they are the type who love to explore and backtrack frequently. Having an excess of steps usually affords bedroom enthusiasts the mobility to be more carefree with their plans for the day. Bedrooms, color violet, associated resource steps, average number of doors 1 to 2, extra items likely. Interesting. Indoor verdure. Green rooms are a wonderful way to bring the outdoors inside and provide a breath of fresh air for the home. The abundance of plant life, rich soil, and natural resources in these spaces makes them extremely appealing for architects who enjoy gardening and open spaces. These floor plans are extremely synergistic, and strategies centered around green will often involve drafting as many of this color as possible. The more green rooms you are able to draft in your house, the more powerful their effects will become. Additionally, these spaces are more likely than other types of rooms to contain piles of dirt for digging. Associated with gems, average number of doors 2 to 3, extra items often. Orange passage. If the bedroom is the heart of the home, then hallways are the arteries, serving as diverging paths that branch out to connect different parts of the house and lead visitors to their intended destination. While these orange corridors are often overlooked as one travels through them, they are a vital component of any house. The numerous doors found in each hall provide the means to add more rooms to your house, and the more hallways you have, the less likely you are to draft yourself into a dead end. Hallway strategies are ideal for the architect who prefers more rooms and flexible options for expansion over pure resources. Associated with keys, 3 to 4 doors, rarely extra items, synergies with the foyer, the lockpick, the hall pass I've never found. Shops are an essential part of any large estate, providing a convenient place for the staff and residents to purchase items without having to leave the property. Including at least one of these floor plans in your house will provide you with an outlet for any coins that are found during the day. Strategies that involve generating lots of gold will usually want to draft multiple shop rooms to expand the range of shopping opportunities. These floor plans are bordered with shades of gold, enhancing the sense of luxury and refinement in the shopping experience. Whether it's a quick snack or a high-end fashion item, a well-placed shop within the estate can greatly enhance the quality of life for the entire household. Extra items, never for free. Negative space. Associated resource, vexation. Synergies, shelter, tomato soup, skilled players. Red rooms are a daring addition to any home, providing a small element of danger that can excite and thrill both residents and visitors. While these rooms come with a certain level of risk, they also offer the potential for substantial returns, as they provide as many doors as they do opportunities. Architects who are willing to take the plunge and draft a red room are often rewarded with a unique and striking space that leaves a lasting impression on those who enter. Just like in life, taking risks can be intimidating, but those who dare to venture outside their comfort zone can reap the greatest rewards. Prismatic rooms. Oh, I didn't see that the maid's chamber was also a bedroom. You may, on rare occasions, notice some floor plans that have more than one color in their design. These rooms are unique in that they simultaneously share all of the characteristics of each type of room associated with those colors. For example, a floor plan with a violet and gold border would be best described as a bedroom shop, while an orange and green one might contain a corridor of greenery and plants. The aquarium is a very useful multicolored floor plan, as it supports all of the color-based strategies listed in this volume. For example, it can give you bonus steps for having a nursery, as well as being unlocked for having a foyer. As we reach the end of this volume of drafting strategy, we hope you found valuable insights and colorful inspiration for your next architectural project. From the purples of our dreams to the reds of our fears, we believe that no ambition for an architect is too brave, and no design is too colorful. To achieve our goals, we must delve deep into the spectrum, drawing upon all colors and ideas of daring merit. At the end of the day, color is just another tool. Some wield it to express their own creativity. Some hoist it up as a display of their own power. Some use it to calculate great sums. But all of us want to find a color we can call our own. The Great Hall Partitioning Plan for Thursday, November 26th is today. We can view the Great Hall. Ha ha! Incredible. Okay, so the door with the door frame. We know that the item room is closest to the door both ways. And then left of the door frame, the passage is neat. And then right of the door frame, the passage is far. Interesting. There's a safe there. Oh my god, there's a safe in here. What is this room? Is this the office? This looks like the office. Kind of. Not really. There's a tiny safe. And I need the magnifying glass to use it. Okay. So Drafting Studio has a safe. Let me list that. Drafting safe. And let's try some dates, baby. Let's see. 1951. 1972. How about June 15th is 0615. Okay, I was thinking that's when the West Wing is closed, which seems like a drafting thing. 1952. Uh, 0503. $12.14. 1972. Okay, none of those. 0328. 0866. 1966. Hit it again. There we go. 1928. Interesting. This is a fascinating room. All right, let's look at our options. Potential new floor plans. In the Drafting Studio, you'll be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. Permanent changes do not reset each day. The Solarium. You are more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. The Kennel. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. Or the Casino. I mean, you know I gotta add the Casino. Are you kidding me? Oh, it costs 2 gems to draft. Mount Holly Casino offers an intimate and exciting setting for wagers of any scale, and guests may be surprised to discover how much strategy is involved in games featured here. A buy-in of 2 gems is required for admittance into this exclusive room. Home to several Sinclair's hunting companions, it can be assumed these friendly hounds have been anxious to meet their new master. We could go see some doggies. A quaint floral sitting room surrounded entirely by tinted glass panes. This room is ideal for tea in the afternoons or getting some sun without the hassle of going outside. Okay, this one's free, and I do dig spots quite frequently, so we're gonna go see some doggies. We'll go see some doggies. What room is this? Is this the... It's not the conference room. Like, it looks like the conference room, but it's not. Huh. That's locked. That's fine. We'll check the chapel door. I think this one is locked also, but frankly, it's probably smarter to use it here. The pool is good. We'll do the pool. Because this will get us the pump room. Well, we don't actually want the pump room. The study could be good. Did the study have a safe? It might be worth looking. Oh, the study does have a safe. Okay. Study safe. Okay, so that's 5 safes, including the orchard gate that we have located. Oh, this is the same as the other blueprint. I think that might just be the blueprint texture. Yeah, this is explaining the rebus to us. There's a globe in here as well. Where's my list of globes? Here it is. So, study. Also has a globe. Where's my... Is it yelling at me about? Oh, there's a key down here. Let's see, let me try... I'm not going to try all the years, because it says dates specifically. So, let's say 5-3. No. 3-5. No. April 12th. So 0412. Nope. And then 0615. All right, that's all our day and month dates. Aside from the ones we've already allocated. Is there a hint in here that might say... That mentions Thursday specifically. 44 letters in the message. Yes, it carves out the antechamber. Okay, interesting. So we have this is about the rebuses. Is this whole room's spiel. That's good to know. Oh. Oh, is it just telling me about the... Oh, there's running shoes here. I'll absolutely take those. They're very useful. Yeah. Oh, wait. Ah, there's one out of the pool. Nice. I'll take a free coin. Pump room is a dead end. I think we got a corridor, or we can I want to... What do I have in my inventory? I don't really want to code check any of these. Let's re-roll. Cora Yard is better. And we get the shovel. Yo. We love a shovel. Where's my hidden treasure? Oh, and a sledgehammer. Alright, we could dig here. We might get the kennel. Speak of the devil. Now that we've done that... Although I guess that unlocks doors, so it wouldn't matter for here, because the courtyard's already unlocked. Because it's always unlocked. That was the point of the upgrade. Let's go check out the kennel. I want to see these doggies. Doggy! Hi, doggy. Hi. Oh, you can pet the dog. Give me the fucking ear. I love you, doggy. I'm so sorry you were stuck in this room that I had no access to. Cat. Do you have any hidden message? Is there a CA in that? Not on the Rebus. There's no C directly above an A. I was wondering if maybe this was a Rebus hint. So I don't know what the cat thing means. Coin. Oh, I guess those are little, like, doggy doors. So those go under here. Right, this is planet and plane. Cat. What could this mean? Makes me think that maybe there's something behind this wall. So maybe I can get there from the foundation if I work my way around. Oh, I want to go down is the thing. I think we redraw. Pump room is good. And it's a gear room if we get the machinarium. Okay, not getting any bleeps or bloops. Oh fuck, I wanted to check. I don't know if this room has... I guess it doesn't matter if it has vents, but it does. Of course, because the boiler interacts here. Let's do the laboratory. Any cool shit? No, we will run an experiment then. Experiment setup. Find some trash while digging has good synergy with the kennel. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room. Let's do trash and then key. Because we have 3 hallways currently. And we're going to be doing a lot of digging. Garage could fuck us. Dark room. I don't remember if dark room has vents. We have to hope it does. It does. Okay. And they're both security doors. So this is a dead end. For now. We can get through the Great Hall. But that would require going all the way back around. That said, we do know the layout of the Great Hall. Which, oh god, we're running really low on food. on energy. The drafting studio does have another door that we haven't gone through, so we wouldn't be completely locked off from the top. We could get 5 for drafting bedrooms. Which I think we maybe want to do. So we'll get 5 now. I don't think there's anything in here worth anything. Oh, there is a key, which I will take. Alright, now we go... Chapel, veranda, bedroom, hallway, great hall. I fucked up immediately. Bedroom, we get some energy back. Hallway. Then great hall. Right, so it's relative to this. So the treasure room is here. I hope that this is keys. It's a single key and the lever. So the lever is useful. Maybe. We don't have access to the Rogue Moon lever, unfortunately. Excuse me. Goodness. This is also treasure, or should be. This is the exit this way. So we'll open this. Yes, which means treasure is this one. I hope that there is treasure and it's not just a dead end. 3 gems. That is treasure. Qualifies. And then this straight on should go to nothing, because it just goes to the hallway closet. Okay. So we go up this away. The showroom gets us to the foundation, which I do want. We couldn't afford anything there. Corridor would unlocked lead to the foundation, which I do want. I think we maybe redraw and see if we can't get something with an exit that goes west as well. Boiler room. This is it. Then we need to connect it to the laboratory through the dark room. So I need rooms with vents to go west to, which is going to be complicated because I don't remember which rooms do which vents. So, okay, that is blocked off. So there isn't a secret place behind that wall in the kennel. But I can dig here. Maybe get some turnips. I would love some more energy. Pebbles. That did give us a bunch of keys. Also more keys. Also more keys. Alright, well. We only drew garbage, but... So that forward is the direction we want. Send our power this way. And then, like... Archive and passageway? If we get archive and passageway, we're golden. Come on. Corridor definitely doesn't. Weight room might. And honestly, this is the time to draft weight room if we're drafting it. Please tell me it's got... Yes, it does! Oh my god, we're finally gonna do the fucking experiment. Holy shit. It's happening. Alright, we need it here. This cancels... This would destroy our laboratory dreams. But... it would power laundry room, which we've never done. I'm gonna go with the guarantee instead of the gamble. Shoe shine. Service cost 5 and equals change all of your steps with all of your gems. Exchange all of your remaining stars with your allowance permanently. Exchange all of your die with all of your keys. I could bump my allowance to like 15. We gotta do it. My allowance is 12 now. Oh no! Yes, it does. Okay, yeah. It exchanges them all. It doesn't just convert all of one to all of the other. Alright, we are kind of porked. Energy-wise. But our allowance is huge. Which is huge. Yeah, we can't afford any of these. Okay, can we get anywhere? Probably not. We could go back to Foundation. Go through Great Hall. May as well open this just to see. Oh no, it's not this one. I forgot it's this one. Yeah, no items here. We could go up to... There's the other door in the drafting studio. I just don't think we can make it there. Well, we get 2 for bedroom. And we have running shoes. Big. Turnip. Coins. Do you have a turnip? Coin. I don't want that crap. I want turnip. Look, I gotta pay the coin anyway. Okay, we can get one last room. I don't think we can afford anything in the kitchen. And it would block us anyway, so I think we freezer just to carry over our stuff. There's a letter there. But I don't have anything, and like a weird key. But like I can't thaw any of this. Like, look, that's clearly some extra shit. There's gotta be like a blowtorch item or something. Because there's no line for the freezer, is there? In the... There has to be a way to power off the freezer so all this melts. In the utility closet. Because like this is clearly something. There's something in the freezer I haven't seen. Like I bet there's a safe back there. And then obviously there's a bunch of treasure and a letter and yeah, all right. Take me. Escort me unto dearest slumber. Architect's Hunting Lodge. I am so engrossed. This game rules. Alrighty. I really want the schoolhouse. It's so important that I get the schoolhouse. I need to do the classroom puzzles. They're so important to me. Schoolhouse! We got it, baby. This has got 1 or 2 dig spots. I think just 1. So it's not really worth coming back here. But we have classrooms now. So excited, it's a new room. We're drafting so many new rooms today. I like library. The history of Orindia. Detective Bon Margol checked it out twice in 87. Mary Jones, Herbert S. Sinclair. History of Orindia, 2nd edition. We can buy the 1st edition. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Area Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. Oh, goodness. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as Agera, by the ascension of the first King Blank, whose name, Orus, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Orus was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Orus had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Orus, and by the end of the 1st century, a new kingdom was born. It was the 4th King Blank who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region, Eraja, a land steeped in tradition. Interesting. So I should mark on my core sheet that Arch Ares was to the youngest. Raja was to the middle child. And something else was to the eldest. As the 2nd era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. The only thing that looks like it would fit there is Orinda. See how they've redacted the symbol on the right page? I think that's Orinda Ares, because it's got the bumps on the top and bottom. 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives, and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the 3rd era was defined by commerce between the 3 realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. Ooh, we have a letter to look at in a second. As the kingdom entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desilets III. Stelazed. I was trying to read it backwards to see if it was something. Was a king who was often seen drinking, and a sight that shocked not only the gentry in the court, but the masses as well. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning, with this letter, the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Orindia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection. But perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Marvel, Redguard. Okay, cool. Desilets was renowned as the king of no one when he made the decision to move. Thing castle and court behind. People were overjoyed by this choice, and were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his common folk. These voices planted the seed which took root in grand city of Fen. After the passing of King Desilets III, the Fourth Era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters, due to the fact that Desilets IV shared little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city's streets stained in red. The pacification of Fen. My goodness. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch-Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years, and saw buried one in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen-Ares, Arch-Ares, and Iraja, once again stand united as allies. So maybe Fen-Ares is what we have now, but it used to be Ares, named for King Oris. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realm serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. Alright. I don't have a sledgehammer. Or any keys. Oh my god, that's right, this is the first room. I got so sucked up and I was like, oh yeah, I must be halfway through. Archives is really bad. We don't have an outdoor room yet. I think we Rotunda. Takes all our gems. Why do I only have 4 coins? Isn't my allowance 12 now? I didn't pick up my allowance, did I? Uh, Den is good, but also I can rotate the floor plans, can't I? But this is good for Den. I always forget that you can rotate them in the rotunda. Coat check could be good. Yeah, let's coat check. I don't think I have an item in the coat check. Yeah, I don't have an item to retrieve, but I do have the coat check if I decide to check an item at the end of today. Another trunk here. Parlor is good. Thank you. Let's see. The blue box is true. One of the other 2 boxes is false. We will open this box and find it empty. So if this is true, then this is true, which means this has to be false, which means there's stuff in here. If this is false, then this is false, which can't be true. So this has to be false, which means it has the gems. We are going to go back through the rotunda to draft that room, so that if need be, we can rotate it. Happens if I rotate these? Yeah, they can't be rotated because they have to go this way in order to work. Let's guest bedroom. Get the compass. And that's it. Rotate again. Then we can draft this way. Maybe chapel or pantry. We could rotate. This would be better for. Let's do pantry because I want a fruit. It'll be good to get some cash. Yeah, I didn't pick up my allowance. What a delight. Classroom! You may draw new floor plans 1 time for each drafting room in your house. Ooh. Alright, well, we're going to do a classroom lesson. Grade 1. Got a big globe bouncy ball. Like that. Fill in each object below with its correct color. Okay. Okay, it looks like the lesson is colors. My favorite color is red. Oh, it's the banners. This is 2 out of 12. We know that Fen Aries is red. We know for a fact that Fen Aries is red. We don't know about Korarika. Araja, we don't know. I think Orinda was black previously, before it became Fen Aries. Arch Aries, I don't think we know the color. But we know that none of these are red, because the little red wagon and the fire hydrant are red. So that's 2 out of 12. You must really like red, yes. Thank you, Caleb. 9 out of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A blueprint could be yellow. A lizard's probably not purple. So either 1 or 2 of these flags is correct. And then here, it's 10 out of 12. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One of these flags is correct. So yellow, purple, orange versus yellow, orange, green. That makes me think that yellow is correct. I think that... So we know Fen Ares is red. So Fen is red. I think that Arch is yellow. And then we have more data points. Each color's only used twice. Aha. So each color is used exactly twice, which means one of the flags is purple. So they have 2 wrong. And I believe it's the 2 flags, which means those must be flipped. So I think that Korarika is orange. And then Iraja is purple. So, can you find the difference? If that is the case, may I solve my own cheat? Can I solve this? Am I allowed? Doesn't seem like I have the capacity. This is a red flag, but I can't see an icon on it. I assume it's for Fen Ares because we are in Fen Ares. How do I solve the puzzle, though? Like, I think I know what it is, but I don't think I have a way to input my answer. There's a big easel, but I can't interact with it. This is an empty sheet, but again, I have no buttons to do anything with. Grade 1. Can't interact here. Can't interact there. It's a big globe, but I can't do anything with it. Huh. I don't particularly like these. We're gonna redraw. Hallway could be good. Yeah, we'll do the hallway. It's just a really good positioning. Get our key. Hallway closet is really good. Get a die. We get coin purse. We get sleep mask. We could go to the guest bedroom. Extra 5 steps if we wanted to. Corridor, spare room, kitchen. I think we spare room. Secret passage, storeroom, bedroom. We get 7 for just being here. I gotta use my key. Reading Nook gets us a key. So that's what we'll do. And this is a drafting room. And so it will improve our classroom. Next classroom we draw. I don't really have anything that is of use here. The cloister, I can't afford. The commissary. The mechanarium will have... I mean, I may as well draft it. I haven't drafted it at all. The rotunda is 1, so it might only have 1 door. It sure does. I wonder if it will open more doors once I add more. The chapel. I'll pay a coin, that's fine. We'll get 4. Is this locked? No. Nursery could be good. It'll get us some energy back. This will get us 10. Billiard room actually gets us direction, though, so I think we do this. Alright, 11. 3. What? Also in the center. Is that just 3 plus 3? No. A bowl is 20, but it can't go above 20. It's square. 3 plus 0 is 3? No. A square in the middle. That's okay. We're getting interesting now. A square with a dot in it is industrial. I don't think that's helpful. And this doesn't have a dot in it. It's just a square. I guess we play around and we see what it is. We're learning. Interesting. The answer is 9. Why? Hold on, let me... It could be 3 times 3. But that doesn't make sense, because blue is addition. Three plus 6, but I don't know how you get 6 from that, because it could be 11, 20, or 6. What happens if I do 14? No, I tried this. It's not 14. Why is it 9? Maybe the middle is double itself? Now it's 1 and 2, which should be 3, but it's also the middle. Maybe the middle's just 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. Minus 10 is 0. Okay, so it can't be, the middle's not 6. Maybe it's 4 plus 4 is 8. Minus 10 is -2. That doesn't work. 4 plus 8 is 12. Minus 10 is 2. Is that it? No. 3 plus 6 is 9. 1 plus 2 is 3. The answer here is also 9. All right. 9, 9. We're just going to try some stuff. 11, 9, 9, 14. 11, 9, 9, 12. 11, 9, 9, 5. 11, 9, 9, 1. $20. 11, 9, 9, 16. 11, 9, 9, 7. 11, 9, 9. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I might have it. 4 squared is 16. So 4 plus 16 is 20 minus 10 is 10. Never mind. I don't have it. I'm out of it. I have nothing. I was thinking because 3 squared is 9. 7? I don't remember where I left off, so... I feel like I need another data point to make this make sense. Which is why I'm doing the, like, brute force. Six, which means it's 16. Oh, so you just square the... Okay, yeah, it was squaring, I just didn't have it right. Door to the Secret Garden, or Key to the Secret Garden, that's really good, because that opens the west door. So we can actually get somewhere. I want a classroom. Is it determined by the... Okay, no, it's determined by the number drafted. Not the... Oh, I will take that. Not the rank it's drafted on. Right, so this is billiards room. Find each sum without using signs. So how do I mark my answers down? Yeah, here we go. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. This is how the billiards room works. 7 is correct. 4, 9 is correct. 7 minus 3 is 4 is correct. 9 minus 8 is 1 is correct. 2 times 2 is 4 is correct. 3 times 4 is 12 is correct. 6, 1, 3 is 10 is correct. 6, 1 minus 3 is 7 minus 3 is 4 is correct. 6 minus 1 minus 3 is, that's incorrect. 6 plus 1 is 7 times 3 is 21. That's correct. 6 times 1 times 3, that's incorrect. 6 minus 1 times 3 is 15. Yes, okay. My understanding of this is ironclad. I don't know how to put in my answers, though. How do I worksheet it? Because there, am I crazy, or was there specifically a trophy? I can't see it in the achievements because it's hidden. But there was a trophy specifically for completing, like, the 8th classroom test on the 8th rank or something. We're not on the... So this won't fit. Yes, okay. Workshop. We have the chapel. I can redraw. I'm gonna redraw. I'm gonna retry again. Retry again. Drawing room is good. We want drawing room. I can't put secret garden in either of these. I don't think. Let me try. Yeah. Right, and I don't have any other keys, which means I can't go through the chapel. I don't think. I may be porked. So I think this was locked, hey? Yes. Secret garden can't go there. So we are stuck. Unfortunately. I wish... Okay, I'm gonna do some ill-advised... An ill-advised search. Because I'm gonna try and determine if the classrooms have an input mechanism. Um, uh, let's see. Always draft in ascending order. It's a worksheet specific to this grade, including a fresh copy in the teacher's desk and several graded words. These act as a logic puzzle, teaching the player about various topics, many of which are relevant to puzzles and/or lore the player will encounter. Okay, so it doesn't look like there is an input in these as much as it's doing the Outer Wilds thing, where this is like the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. They're teaching me mechanics and information that I need, but not like I can't actually answer it and like unlock a door or something. Okay, good to know. So we are fucked in this case. So we're gonna call it a day. It's 5 p.m. I've been going for a while, hey. Let's call it here for today. Both for the stream and for the game. We've learned a lot. I have like a whole extra page and a bit of notes compared to when I started today. So, my current plan is to play more of this next Wednesday. That said, I'm really in it. So if I have the energy tomorrow, I've been pretty wiped this week because I've been really running around. If I have the energy tomorrow, I will let you know in my blue sky, but I might play more of this tomorrow. I might also stream some Final Fantasy tomorrow, because I've been working on grinding out the relics, the grind step for the new relics. Um, we'll see. I also have some demos queued up that I want to play through, so maybe I'll do like a demo Saturday. Uh, that said, thank you very much for coming and hanging out. We are going to raid out to. Just make sure this is gonna work. Please. Yes. We're gonna raid out to Mizzy. It's gonna start soon. Playing Elisa. I have no idea what this game is. That seems really interesting. So I will see you all maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I'll see you Monday for Mahjong, Wednesday for more Blueprints, and of course Friday next week. Even further Blueprints. Bye, everyone.